What it do, bruh? Talk of the town, Nintendo, Doc Trey still holding it down, still make the best games, and you know this, bro. It's the truth. If you don't like it, you can have that seatbelt.
Now, as much as we would have wanted to have the Switch 2 release this year, Nintendo definitely dodged a bullet not releasing this system this year. And I said earlier, it was either earlier this year or it may actually have been late last year, that unless Nintendo was going to be launching the Switch 2 by this September, that they should not release the Switch 2 this year. And one of my main reasons for that was because of the presidential election. And as we've seen in the last couple months, this is crazy. And I think I actually undersold it, because when I was talking about that before, I was thinking that this was going to be a somewhat kind of normal election, but this is far from it. And it's been taking over the news, dominating all news every day for months. And that is not something that Nintendo would want, releasing their new system, their last new system in the last 8 years. That's not something they're going to want. They're going to want to dominate a lot of the news, at least for a little while. Now, I still think that Nintendo will officially unveil the Switch 2 this year. But releasing it, like say if Nintendo were to release the Nintendo Switch 2 late October or this November, that would have been a very bad idea. Now, would the system have sold out at launch? Of course. But even the Wii U sold out at launch originally. So that really doesn't mean anything. But when you have this election and these politics literally dominating all discussion, you don't want to release your new device around that time. You don't. And I'm even seeing on Twitter, people were reporting that they were searching Switch 2 on Twitter, and it wasn't even showing Nintendo or Switch 2 under the results. It was showing a political debate going on with the Olympics. So, yeah, Nintendo definitely dodged a bullet not releasing this system, at least during this holiday. That very, very good on Nintendo for that. Very good on Nintendo for that, because not only is the news being dominant by all this political stuff, and I know you guys seen it. I bet most of your mutuals are talking about it. I bet you see me on Twitter talking about it. It's actually, aside from there not really being much Switch news to talk about, that's also one of the reasons why I haven't really made videos lately, because it's a topic that's just been taking over. And that's not something Nintendo's going to want when they're introducing their brand new baby. And if this system came out in November, like, no. I mean, you don't want to be out in the streets in November around this election or after this election trying to get a new Switch 2. I don't know. I just have a weird feeling no matter who wins, so there's going to be some shenanigans going on. And I don't think that you guys are going to want to be out and about in the streets looking for a Nintendo Switch 2 when there's, like, I don't know. I just have this weird feeling. But when it comes to the news, Nintendo always wants, and of course they would want, for their system to dominate the news waves at least for a short time. And if their new system came out in November around the election, that absolutely would not happen. You would have a newscaster be like, oh, so Nintendo came out with a new system today, the Nintendo Switch 2, and it's flying off the shelves. In other news, Donald Trump says he has more proof Kamala isn't black because there's no videos of her doing the Crip Walk. More at 11. I mean, that's how it's going to be. Like, Nintendo does not want to share the news waves with the election. There's no way for them to compete. Now, the Switch 2 comes out, let's say next March or whenever, when everything's died down. Hopefully, they'll be able to dominate the news waves for a little bit. I mean, at least from a gamer standpoint, like, I know you guys have seen more gamers are talking due to there being a lack of new Nintendo news, due to there being no real big games coming out for the PlayStation 5 this holiday season. A lot of gamers are talking about politics because that's the big thing that's going on right now, and it's dominating, and that's not something that these game console makers really want to be mixed up in, because they want the news to themselves. But Nintendo definitely dodged a bullet here, for sure, because there is no way I would have wanted to be out there with all those crazies in November trying to get Switch 2 and games. I'm going to be chilling at home. So let me know what you guys think in the comments section. I think this actually really worked out for Nintendo.